husband. And in Georgia, the man accused of killing his baby's teenage mother and their unborn child goes before a judge, hoping for pretrial release again after his bond was revoked on Valentine's Day. Family and friends of the victim, Mia Campos, packed a Gwinnett County courtroom as they waited to learn if her accused killer, 20-year-old Jesus Monroy, would be granted bond on new charges. He was sent back to jail when his bond was revoked in February after prosecutors filed additional charges, including statutory rape, child molestation, and enticing a child for indecent purposes. He's already facing felony murder charges in the death of 16-year-old Mia Campos. She was 7 months pregnant with his son when her family found her body in the woods not far away from their home back in July. In August, Monroy was arrested for her murder, but released on a $56,000 bond, much to the disgust of her family and friends. But now he's right back in jail on those new charges. Mia's family hopes that he stays there. Let's get you back inside that bond hearing. Right now, we're hearing from a detective who is showing the court drone video of the suspect running away from police officers who were trying to arrest him.
And point on the large TV screen above you, which area we should be looking at that the suspect is?
The top left.
Can you go to the screen and point where he is?
Suspect just ran out of this main residence into the corner where he has open field view of us at the gate.
It's not playing. Could I get some assistance from Investigator Scarborough?
Yes, that's fine.
All right, again, we are watching this bond hearing where the family of Mia Campos does not want to see him released. He has additional charges. He's already charged with the murder of the mother of his unborn child, 7 months old, and the father has described her as just a very happy young lady, a girl, still a teenager. Let's go back in for more of the bond hearing.
Suspect's now running to the barn, which is his first stop. Goes inside for a few seconds. then runs to where we located him, wearing the same clothes.
Detective, do you know what was in that barn, if he put anything in there?
I didn't go and check.
Okay. But you did eventually find him in that main house we see?
Yes. After we gained entry to the residence, we did find him in that house. We called him out, and he came out.
I have no other questions for this witness.
Cross-examination?
Thank you, Mom. Do you have another one of the click share?
Yes.
I'll ask this judge, it'd just be probably easier than me stealing the state's computer. All right. So, Detective Suazo, how are you today?
Doing good. About you?
I'm good. Just a couple questions for you so I can understand what's going on here. This, the video that we just reviewed from the state, that video is from a drone that's being operated by a Gwinnett County Police Department officer?
Yes, sir.
All right. That officer who's operating the drone is not you, it's somebody else?
Correct.
All right. You were on the ground assisting with coming in and doing the search warrant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, at the time that the video is being recorded from the drone, are you viewing the footage as well at that point, or did you review it later, kind of after the whole incident? Afterwards. All right, now, you, prior to being involved with the execution of this search warrant, have you had any other involvement with the case against Mr. Monroy?
I believe I conducted some surveillance from outside the house.
Okay. And were you familiar with my client? Had you ever met him or seen him in person?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, ultimately, at some point, did Gwinnett County Police make entry onto the property there? Was the gate opened?
Eventually, yes.
Okay. How long do you think you waited at the gate before you got in?
I want to say 2 to 4 minutes.
Okay. Not a particularly long period of time, but some time.
Correct.
Okay. You indicated that somebody, not you, called and spoke with whom you believe to be was my client's mother.
Yes.
Okay. When you got into the property, did y'all have everybody come out of the house while y'all were executing the search warrant?
Yes, sir.
Who all was there?
It was I believe it was about 4 to 5 males of different ages.
Okay. Was my client's mother there?
I'm sorry?
Was my client's mother there?
I did not see, I don't remember a female being inside.
Okay. But you did mention there were several other males that were present.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At some point, I guess, and I want to be clear, while you're at the gate waiting to go onto the property, my client's brother came to the gate?
Correct.
All right. Did he come from at the house or from the street?
Came from the street.
So did it appear that he had not been at the house, but he had come back to the house while you were waiting at the gate?
He came in an all-terrain vehicle. I don't know from where.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. But it wasn't from inside the property that you could tell?
I just saw him halfway down the street already.
Okay. On the public roadway, not on the driveway. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And when he got there, you indicated he was on the phone. He made a phone call while he was there.
Yes, sir.
All right. And were you aware that he was calling his brother's attorney to ask about the authenticity of the warrant, whether police should be allowed to enter the premises?
I believe he did say he was calling his attorney or a lawyer.
Okay. During that period of time, as you were attempting to make entry onto the property, is it safe to say that neither you nor anyone from the Gwinnett County Police Department spoke with my client, Mr. Monroy, asking him to come open the gate?
I did not speak with him.
Are you aware of anybody asking my client, Mr. Monroy, to come open the gate?
I didn't.
Do you have any information that my client even knew you were present at that time?
I don't.
Okay. You've indicated by watching this video, and I saw it for the first time yesterday, so I know you've got a little bit more experience with it, but you can identify my client in this video.
From now?
Now, as you're watching the video, you just testified that was, you said the suspect, but I assume you're meaning my client, Mr. Monroy, Jesus Monroy.
Yes, sir.
All right. How can you identify him?
Just through the clothes that he was wearing when he exited the house that we found him in.
Okay. What kind of clothes did you find my client in?
It was all black.
All black? Okay. I'm going to go back to the video here, and because I have terrible vision, I'm going to just zoom it in here for us. All right. See, up here in the top left corner of the screen, it kind of allows me to move the view in a little bit. So I'm going to move it up here to the top left. Is this the area showing on the screen where you first see the person you have identified as my client?
Go ahead.
I haven't played it yet, but I just want to make sure that this is the right area we're looking at.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play it. You tell me when you see my client.
Right there.
Okay. I guess that also appears to be a dog. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
As well? Okay. So, and this is playing. I'm just going to let this play as we talk here. But describe what that individual is wearing best you can, especially with it zoomed in now.
All black?
All black. So black shirt?
Correct.
All right. Black pants?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to tell the color of the shoes, if you will, one way or the other? And maybe it'll help when he moves here in a moment.
White shoes?
Okay. All right. And I think you said okay, there he goes. He's running to the barn. All right, and then from the barn here in a moment, he's going to run to this other house here. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you aware that that house that's there belongs to my client's aunt?
No, sir.
You weren't aware of that, or it doesn't?
I just saw him run into that house, and that's where we found him at.
Okay, you came on the scene, asked everybody to come out of the house, and my client came out of this house.
First, we went to that house where he comes out of. Then we went to the house that he originally come out of, and that's where we found the other males.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this here. But that house where that individual just ran into is the house that you said my client came out of.
Correct.
Okay. That individual wearing black shirt, black pants, white or light colored shoes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you aware that when my client came out, he was wearing shorts?
I can't remember.
Okay. Were you aware that my client's cousin, Rafael Valdez, was wearing a black shirt and black pants that day?
I couldn't remember.
Okay. All right, thank you. That's all the questions I have.
All right. Any redirect?
Deputy Suazo,